Oh my goodness gracious. I had fun getting this ready to work. Actually, this game was working. My computer wasn't. I decided to have a sound hernia. I don't remember how to play this. Okay. Alright, so this is Friction. How do I do this? Oh my god. I may need to reconfigure this. It is not working. Whoa. It's not working. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What do I need to do? I've done this before. Base. Nope. Maybe this. Maybe this. We'll see if this works. Alright, so what Friction is, it's an arcade game. Now I guess an old arcade game from a long time ago. It's actually, in arcade standards, it's not that old. I actually tried picking up this game because it was for sale up until like 2019 still, like as the kit, but I mean, it was expensive. So a part of me wanted to go for it. The other part of me, like, you know, didn't. All right, let's see if we got this to work. We just got. Let's see here, because I've done this before. I've successfully tested this out before. What we will see. Not this will be a lost stream of weird BS. Okay, it's working now. I don't understand. It's a little bit weird, but I mean, that's fair enough. Alright, so we're on free play, so we're just going to do a tour of everything. It's not as fun, of course, to play a light gun game with a mouse, but it is what it is. They're going for is kind of like a fear aesthetic, but it's not. It's only vaguely. Alright. But what was cool was like this game, it came out again, like I want to say 2010-ish, maybe later. I could be wrong, but relatively late. But most games that are coming out by that time were HD ready, which this game was, but it also came out as a kit, I believe, you could hook it up to a standard res monitor. But I think it's Jam. Yeah, I should have streamed this years ago when I knew. I should have just, instead of making weird videos, I should have just streamed this stuff back then. More effective way of showing stuff off, you know. I cough a lot, like anyone who's seen my streams knows this, and I was self-conscious about that. But then now I just don't give a damn. So it's like, so I edit that stuff out. Now it's like, oh god. You see, this is like on par with like something, I don't know, what was it, Alpha Prime, Operation Matriarchy, Revelations 2012. Let's start. Start is 1 on this bootleg. More, I don't know how to describe it. Emulator, I guess. It's like a Windows, like Windows, you know, virtual machine. See, it looks dull, and it probably would be a bit dull even in arcade, but it definitely would be like at least 20 times better with the controller and the booming sound in an arcade. That's the cool thing about arcades. You see all sorts of weird shit like lined up, right? This could be one of them in a big reload. Look at this. What are we looking at? I don't know. Okay. That should have been a Wii game. But it's like even something like that though. Like Sega was. Like, what do we get? We got Ghost Squad and like House of the Dead. Shit. House of the Dead 2, that is. Didn't it like so? These games are so short, right? You need like a pack of them. Something like Namco did with Dead Storm Pirates and one of Time Crisis ones, right? That's smart. That's what you need to do. I don't know what else was out there besides a bunch of raw build games. You're not getting away with selling this by itself. I know there are some that did. I guess the Heavy Fire games, right? And like I said, even those Squad, I don't. I'll buy them. For very niche enthusiasts. Like, you know, I have like, what is it, Gunblade New York on the Wii? Which was a really hard game to get. So I can't imagine, like, how many copies were even made of that, much less, you know, sold, right? So, very, like, very small player base. Again, that was back, you can still like rent Wii games, you know? So it's like, I think it's LA Machine whatever, so LA whatever, right? So I think that was 2 games. 2 game pack, I think. I don't know if there's like another fire mode or in like some games, right? You could like throw grenades, but I don't know. They can throw grenades. Look at the little rag doll, man. Little rag doll. Fuck. I don't know if like the enemies like blowing up in like little chunks of electronic shit is something I can change in the settings. Like, what's cool about arcade games is that a lot of them, most of them, if not nearly all of them, have settings you can manipulate. I didn't even know what was happening. For a second, I was like, what's it want me to do? Like difficulty, like some Neo Geo games you can turn off gore and stuff. Continues the amount of lives. A lot of stuff, right? I think I mentioned that during one of the what was it, Zombie Revenge streams, that I wanted to go in the BIOS to see if maybe change stuff. You know, a cute effort. I was just like, it's that thing again. Look at that. Problem with, like, you know, infinite lives. This thing has 2 health bars. I'm calling this shit. Am I dying? Taking any damage at all. It's not like one of the great pet peeves with these fucking light gun games. The bosses like have like invincibility mode. Seems kind of counterintuitive in one extent because if you're surviving that, then that's just gonna take more time.
Reload.
And, that means less money, right, for the operator. Remember, like the House of the Dead games, their bosses have a ridiculous number of health points as well. HP bar, whatever.
Shotgun.
This is a waste of a shotgun, damn it. Fuck off. I'm gonna die.
Reload.
Come on. Oh my god, look at this. Creative. That'd be, now something like that would definitely be fun on like an actual aim for the little balls flying at you.
Reload. Reload.
Die already. It sucked. We're almost. Oh, it's dead. I thought I was gonna have a second health bar. Guess not. Okay, good. It is what it is. Explosions. Let's see here. Let's just go in order. See if we find a cool level, or if it's all gonna be like the same. And this does look like a Fear environment, right?
Shotgun.
Which again, of the things Fear was known for was its horrible environments, right? So it's like, if you're copying something like that, maybe rethink things, right? Like this came out, you know, that was probably a lot cheaper than something like Deadstorm Pirates, to be fair. But oh my god. For all I know, Deadstorm Pirates came out with it. Or, wait, I should look this up. Like I'm using a really old computer, a Core 2 Duo. For this, and it's working just fine. Oh my god.
Shotgun.
Let me look this up. I want to know. Oh, come on. Oh, there's no pauses in here. It's like I'm like getting lag and shit on my main rig. Can't handle the power. Fuck. It's goofy. I know. Let's see if I can get it back up. Alright. Fuck! 2011. Yeah, that seems about right. I apologize for the horrible gameplay, but I'm just doing like a show off. I've only played I've played this game like 3 times. Shit. I always wanted to like do a video on it. My prior video format was stupid. So it was like I was trying to stand out, to be fair. But in the end, I'm just showing shit off. So it's like those videos got in the way of showing shit off. So it's like, not that my talking and bad gameplay doesn't, but I like the fact. So a lot of these samples and stuff are definitely like audio library shit.
Shotgun.
I've always just want to get a couple. Like either to do like weird techno songs or just to like make a really shitty video game with just pre-made assets. I know that's the dream, right? You know, asset flip fuck. To be an asset flip fuck face. There we go. I was having a hell of a time saying that. But I think it would be funny. Like, you know, get like that sample disc, the sound effects that like the sound samples that like Half-Life and Silent Hill and Postal used, right? Cool shit. Adds flavor. Oh shit. Like a lot of movies use the Wilhelm scream, and I think that's lame when they do that. It takes me out of the movie whenever that happens. But there's some cool ones. Right? Like that sound that's like here, and I sound like Goldeneye. That one's, you know, not as egregious. That must be the boss of this level. So this game's, I'm just like we're on settings going from top to top. So one thing I guess this game does is show off the bosses ahead of time, which is kind of neat. A warning for things to come. If they're cooler, that would be something. You know, that's, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, let me just aim at the guy instead of the rocket. And miss both. Oh, he got me.
Machine gun.
Dang. Damn, I am sucking at playing Resident Evil 4 too much. Yeah. I wonder what the deal is, like, you do all 3 levels of it. Each time I played this, I just got bored after a level because, I mean, let's see. It's like that, like the first, not the first stage, like the stage where you're dropped off in Fear, the first Fear, right? Dropped off to like this ultimate like prologue level, right? Now, if it had like slow-mo or something, that would be fucking cool. That rock and roll. It's got the lamest fucking barrels. The explosive barrels, I mean. Oh, that was good. Right when I say that, a legit one blows up me and the guys. Game notes. Double kill. Multi-kill. Ultra kill. Oh, that looks cool. Alright, it looks cool when he's like in the dark. Kind of glows in the dark and shit. Guitar solo! I guess I can cue the music to like the action on the stage easily on their behalf, right? Instead of all without much technical aptitude, like compared to something like Metal Gear Revengeance, right? Because like this is on rails, so they can control the tempo, while Metal Gear Revengeance has to know when this shit's gonna get kind of neat about that games that I feel like isn't exploited enough in this game. So it's cool. It's a nice little detail here. like a very good attention to detail on everything. Audio visual experience, you know? Oh fuck! I was looking at my monitor there, at my my feed there, because I thought we were going like upstairs. I was like, oh wait, we are gonna go up the stairs, but not before we get hit in the face. I feel like if these guys like blew up in a gore, it'd be more satisfying. You just kind of disassemble. All right, is that the same thing as before? It might be. I can't fucking remember. It looks like just like a variation of the first boss. Pretty much good. Fuck! Wow, this is annoying. See how, like, I guess one guy is supposed to, like, focus on the boss where with the rocks, right? That old fog, man. The Russians made an arcade game. This is what I picture. He's on. I feel like that's a problem with like this genre, right? Is that they don't look to make the bosses necessarily fun to play against, right? They're just there to be bullet sponges and kill you. Which is definitely a weakness to a lot of them. Because you want to give the player a good time, right? But I mean, even arcade games, that's the same. Bosses exist to kill you. But I feel like wouldn't it be cooler if they're just awesome? You know? I'm trying to think of like a boss in an arcade game that was oh, I missed. Oh, they stacked. That's good. Fuck. He just suddenly fucking fell. Oh my god, I can't hit shit.
Machine gun.
It does seem kind of eccentric though that they'd make a game that would in 2011. But again, it's cool. Like making games in 2011 was weird. What I'm trying to say is like make a basically something you can plug into like a CRT monitor, 4x3 one, right? So like if your House of the Dead was down, you can just plug this in, or like Point Blank, right? Point Blank's another popular one. You just plug this in the cabinet, and you're ready to rock. I can't speak anymore, man. Very, very operator friendly
God.
video game. Is it good? No. But then again, like if you just got like a couple buddies and grab a light gun, you can probably have a good time still. But if you're standing like next to fucking Time Crisis or like Dead Storm Pirates, man, oh fuck no. Or like even fucking Virtual Cop from the 50,000 years ago. Virtual Cop was cool. I'm trying to think of like what is actually like a worse like thing. Like kind of stylistically and level design. Right. There was one that I think I remember was a Target Terror. I need to actually play that though. But I remember seeing that. I was like, "Ooh, that's kind of good." It was like it didn't look good. But that might be fun. I know like the Wii version had like one. I had that famous like IGN review, which was or was it GameStop? One of them. You know, it was like some ridiculous review. But that game was old, like way older than this, like 2004 or 5 or some shit. And again, for all I know, that game actually is better. I saw it at an auction one time, and I was like, oh no, I'm good. It was like, it was a huge cabinet though too. That probably is what actually dissuaded me from checking it out. The cabinet was big and the guns were down, like they needed maintenance. And, they're getting rid of the game without getting the guns to work. You know their operations like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it no more. Arcade games need constant maintenance like that, but it's just like funny. Everything else works but the guns. I feel like I need to figure out how to do carnivore. I know like Ross from Cursed Farms did it, and it's like a medium res game, right? And he doesn't know. He basically played it stretched, and he gave a whole justification of why. That was completely wrong. So I just wanted. It looked fun though, but like he fundamentally didn't understand why him playing like stretched was wrong. Now I've made that before as a mistake, but I know that I've done it as a mistake. I think maybe he did on accident and was trying to justify it. But even then, it wasn't like a stream. He could have fixed it in post. I had to do that with like fucking Doom back and Duke Nukem on the Demo Distress. Because like if you watch some early like videos I didn't catch that. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Those games are some strange resolution that my scaler isn't, you know, picking up. So while for me, when I play them on my monitor, they're 4x3. They weren't in the video capture, and I just fucking spaced. But it was like these assets were written in, kind of like how again it's like I want to say Street Fighter 2, like some games. It might not be Street Fighter 2, but Like you have your 320 by like 240, and then like Doom awesome. But then you get other ones like 320 or like Quake, 320 by 200, or something that on an LCD is like, oh, that's widescreen, but it's not. You can't think of them as pixels. Like the resolution is just higher, like horizontally than vertically. It doesn't mean that the screen is, you know, widescreen. It just means the resolution is higher. It's good. Because like all these, their target was 4x3, right? They just had more vertical resolution. They, you know, I mean horizontal resolution. There's some awesome, vice versa. I think that's basically what medium res is. Like medium res isn't like, because in theory I think Carnival's medium res, which was like, would be more like square if you did it in pixels, which isn't right? It just means like higher vertical resolution than your classic 240p. But it's still a 4x3 setup. It's just not quite 480. It's not 640 by 480. It's something in between. So it's not like they made special monitors, right? I mean, they did, but not special aspect ratio monitors. I'm trying to reload. It wasn't like your LCD Revolution where you had 16 by 10, 19 by 12, you know, 5 by 4. So yeah, I always thought that was funny about his videos. Like now you have to, you can't think in modern times. Like you're using a fucking LCD.
Machine gun.
Resolution, like, ranges, like, back then, weren't necessarily, like again, square. Another weird one to bring up is, like, go on this tangent, right, is, 1280 by 1024, whatever, like, your 5x4 monitors. That resolution also existed, but you could do it in 4x3 mode, or like your CRT, so the picture would be in 4x3, but the resolution would still be that resolution. However, if you're doing pixel perfect on LCD, you need squares, right? That's why they had different settings for your for that resolution. One is gonna be 5x4. Like if you're doing that resolution on LCD, you do want the 5x4, right?
Reload.
But I don't think there are any CRTs that 5x4 accurately. It's such a weird tangent just because I thought of Carnival. Die! Alright, let's see if anything fun happens or if that's the end. I hope nothing happens because that would fit the quality of the game. That'd be funny. My accuracy is high on mouse. Doesn't help. My name. Yes. So I guess nothing does happen. MJJ, ooh, nam. And nothing. Is that a guess? It looks like a. Uh-oh. Is this the opening thing? Is it credits? Credits would be something. They dancing? That's something. I don't know what's going on. They're just showing off the all player models. That's fine. That's cute. I like it when games did that, which is, you know, what was cool about Dune 2016, because out of nowhere they're like, oh, we're gonna do something cool again. Now that was basically Dune 2016. It's like, Remember when games were cool? And now that game is almost 10 years old, and that's fucking vintage now too. And it's like, oh, things aren't cool again. Anyway, watch this. Like, yeah, you watched a fucking playthrough of an arcade game called Friction. Believe me, that was even looking for it online can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Like, try and find it for sale. This Friction arcade can, I think, brought up some other shit too. Yeah, little hands. I gotta look at his face. I think I might have like an arcade flyer for this. I should read it to see if like there's a story. I have all those in storage, so I was like framing them to put in like a game room, but then I was like, I don't have room for this shit. Idea dismantled. They had more people work on the music than the rest of the game. I can appreciate that. Again, small team. Oh, that got cut off. So yeah, cute, nice little. I mean, little things like this are kind of cool. Now, is it worth? I think it was like 1,000, 2,000. Like, not as a consumer, right? I almost got it for cheaper though, like a used version, but I was like, yeah. I don't have room for this shit. But like, yeah, it's a cool little novelty. Like, they definitely don't see shit like this anymore, right? Weird conversion kits. Yeah, that's it for this stream. Adios.